Hello guys, and welcome back to Flipping Motors UK. Today you find me in my newest purchase, which, if you can't already tell by the dashboard, is a Fiat Punto. This particular model is a facelift, much more desirable, much nicer materials inside, lots more up to date than the old Grande Punto, and of course I think it was Punto Evo that they did rename it. This particular model, I don't know a great deal about the specification. This one is a GP, so it's not actually a too bad model. You get a few nice little extras with it. This particular one has had a new stereo fitted, which has Bluetooth on it. It's got all the buttons on the steering wheel here, which I'll show you shortly, and it's also got air conditioning, a nice little feature. Being a Fiat, it's got the city steer, which is working, by the way, very common. It is worth checking that is working, as if it's not, it can be quite dear. I believe it's a new steering column that you have to replace. Is it the column of the rack? I'm not too sure. On a car that it's cost me just over £800 after auction fees. It's probably going to sell for about 1600 quid, where realistically it's not something, it's something you'd have to bear in mind, isn't it? What we'll do is we'll pull over and I'll show you how this works. I know the camera angle isn't the greatest, but let's have a little look, and I'll prove it does make it a lot easier. I mean, where I'm from, yeah, maybe the odd parallel parking job, but in the cities, I think obviously these are made for the very tight, narrow cities of Italy. But I think it would be a lot better. It would be nice to be driving around Milan and Turin at the moment, but sadly we're not. We're driving around Darlington. But I'm going to pull over shortly anyway, and we're going to activate City Steer. There's a light come up on my dashboard. I'm going to spin it round. Look at that, that's absolutely outstanding. To be fair, I haven't done the greatest job. I've made a bit of a hash of it. Found the tightest place, but it does make the steering a lot lighter. Look at that old Granada there, did you see that? Lovely. We'll turn that off now as we get back onto the open roads, but it does make it a lot easier. It doesn't really tighten the turning circle or anything, it's just really light. I won't go as far as saying the steering now feels sporty. In fact, that's certainly not the word that I'd be using. However, it doesn't feel too bad. The main reason for this video though is, I know a lot of other traders near me, when as soon as you mention Fiat Punto, no chance, nope, not happening. They don't seem to like them. I, however, do. I know there was one in my last video, but the car I said do very little with is the Vauxhall Corsa. Yeah, it's possible to make good money off one. The last one I did quite well actually. However, the Vauxhall Corsa you have to be very brave to buy. Don't get me wrong, the Fiat Puntos don't come without problems. However, from a personal opinion, I think you'd be much braver to be buying a Vauxhall Corsa. I think these are a nicer car overall. Inside, the later ones like this are probably a bit nicer actually. You can actually open the glove box without it falling out. You can alter your air vents without them breaking, snapping off. And don't get me wrong, the drive, it's not quite as good as a Fiesta. In fact, it's nowhere near. However, the Ford Fiesta, well this car, I'm saying that the engine warning lights just come back on, you won't believe that. Buy a Punto for brilliant. Anyway, carry on. I think we'll get the code reader on that later. Basically, a Fiesta, this is a 60 plate with 85,000 miles. Relatively low mileage. A similar level Fiesta, I think retail price you'd be looking at about £3,500, so over double what you'd be paying for this Punto. Whereas this has still been fairly well looked after, apart from the engine. Like, I genuinely can't believe it. I'm trying to sing its praises and it's probably shot me in the foot there. It's still driving alright, it's not in limp mode. It's still driving better than a Corsa. But anyway, I can't believe that. I've lost my train of thought now. Anyway, so for Fiat Punto, one of my personal favourites. I've always advertised them right. Good quality pictures, give them a good clean, good quality advertisements. So much so that it often gets me in trouble. People seem to think I'm a scammer. No, I just take a good quality picture of the cars that I'm selling, good quality advert to try and sell it to any potential customers that aren't won over on a Fiat or won over on that particular model car. Why would you buy this over a Corsa? Just plant the seed in the head, and they might start looking into the pictures and think, you know what, the interior, it's really nice. You might come and drive it and think, yeah, it's miles better than a Corsa. And guess what? I might buy it. But that's what I hope for anyway. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling over somewhere shortly and finding a nice place to show you around the car. But the only thing I've noticed so far, apart from the engine light that's just come on, there seems to be a slight blow from the exhaust. It could be that that's due to a lambda sensor, it could be a hole in the exhaust or something. I'm not going for an ice cream, by the way, we're going to Newcastle. But yeah, we'll have a little look. I'm not going to do any guesswork. There's nothing worse than someone asks you why the engine warning lights on without a scanner. I don't really know. We'll have to have a proper look, take it to a mechanic. It might not be the sensor, it might be the wiring going to the sensor or something else that may trigger that particular sensor. Anyway, so pull over, have a little look around the car, see what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments, am I right? Look at this here. This is a pet hate. Are we allowed to run them over or not? The word that begins with W springs to mind. Yeah, that's right, you stay there. There we are. Oh no, still creeping out. Power of a mighty Punto has overtook the two W. Yes, we'll keep it clean. Anyway, we're nearly at our destination. I'll pull over, we'll have a look around the Punto. Thanks again, guys. Take care now. Bye. Here we are, guys. It is a colour we call in the trade Dog's Willy Red. I think you can see why. This particular Dog's Willy Red has faded slightly, so all of the plastics, including the front bumper, door handles, rear bumper, mirror covers, have all faded a little bit. So I've got a good friend of mine, he does like a bit of polishing. He used to be a very good car cleaner. I think I'm going to get him on with that one and bring everything all up to scratch. It might not make it out too well on the video, but I think it'll make a hell of a difference once that's all in place. But overall, not a bad looking car. I'll go as far as saying it looks quite sporty actually, particularly with this 3-door model. Maybe it's not quite the Evo that I'd have liked. New Punto badge, never noticed that before. I thought it was a button there with a tailgate or something. I'm guessing that's a Fiat badge. Yeah, there we go. That opens so you get a good sized boot. Very good sized boot actually for this classic car. Mats that will be very soon going in the bin. And a full size spare wheel which has been used. No damp, nothing like that. Good sign. Alloy wheels are quite a nice feature, so they are diamond cut. A little bit of corrosion on these actually, as you can see. This age, this mileage, this price point, probably not something I'm going to be doing anything about. There you go. think they still look fairly presentable, unlike the BMW that I've purchased. I might actually show you them on another video, because I've got somebody who's doing a cracking job of them. Black 3 Series, getting the wheels in this lovely grey, look absolutely fantastic. That's just a bit wet, that was poor paint. That's got a couple of scuffs. Again, what are we going to do with that? Probably touch them in, see how well it comes out. If we have to get a back quarter sprayed, might look into that if the prep isn't too high. Inside, very nice place to be. Seats do probably need a bit of a wet vac. They're not the worst, but they're also not the best. And I think because of the style that they are, it does really stand out. Previous owner was a avid McDonald's eater. There we go. I know where to come if I need to blow my nose. Might be one for the Leicester fans actually after this weekend up the Borough. But yeah, you can. They've just updated the interior slightly. You know, you've got this like leather type feel and gloss black, and it just really helps update the Punto. It's obviously not the newest car. These came out, I think it was a 5506 plate. But honestly, I genuinely think these are a contender if you're just looking for a nice small runabout first car, family car. Front fog lights, nice feature. You might be able to see in the background, we've got the lovely Walworth Castle. Some lovely grounds here, a nice hotel, and an even nicer Sunday roast. I've already had my lunch today, leftover pizza, so sadly won't be getting any roast beef today. There is a few dents down this side I have noticed. A couple on the door as well there. What we'll probably be doing is I'll get my local dent man out to come and repair these. He doesn't charge a lot of money. I think it's about £30–40 if that, per car, so he'll get that looking miles better. Let's have a look in here then. Certain things I have already checked. There we go. So the engine light wasn't one of them, I'm afraid. There you go. And I think that's bringing on the fact that the stop start isn't working too. That's a really loud fan, by the way. I've already checked the aircon, it is working. That's setting 1, 2. Sounds like a 747 ready for takeoff now anyway. But yeah, stop start, we're not going to get that working. City mode does work, brilliant. Locking all working. Got a nice little pocket here. I did have it open before. It doesn't always like to open. It sometimes needs a bit of persuasion. You've got the DAB. It's got digital radio built into this new one, which, well, it's a good job I'm not epileptic, put it that way. But let's see what we've got on here. Volume 36. It's a good job I figured that out. Someone was trying to give me a fright. Let's have a little look, see what radio station I've been listening to. Digital radio. No signal. Oh. They've had Radio 1 on. So I think this is a younger person. A young lady it has been. That used to own this car. I've had a little look on the V5. I think there's about 4 previous owners, something like that. But yeah, really nice place to be. I love the steering wheels on these. I find them so comfortable, so sporty. But yeah, honestly guys, why would you not buy one of these over a Corsa? I think Lee from Car UK, one of my favourite channels at the moment actually, I think he's definitely with me on this because he's mentioned it a few times. He's not a fan of Corsas, although they do always sell, because he always has to put a timing chain on them or a head gasket. These, I don't know, people still seem to like them. They're cheap and they're just a good solid little car. Same with the Clios as well, to be fair. They're not always the most popular, but they're a good car, so I don't know why. This particular one, like I say, it's probably going to be going up for about £1,600, which I feel is very fair. I'm going to get it all fully prepared, see what's causing the engine light to come on, however big or small. Put it through a fresh MOT because it's only got a couple of months left. I don't think there was any advisories on the last one. It did have the front discs and pads replaced, which is good, so that's something I won't have to do. Tyres all seem okay. There doesn't seem to be any knocks from the suspension as well, actually, which is pretty good. got a little bit of service history, but not as much as I'd have liked, so I will be getting a fresh service done as well. That needs a really good clean. I think there's been a dog in the back of here and it doesn't look like it's been covered. If it's not been a dog, I don't want to know what's been going on in the back of here. Well, yeah, let's have a quick nose around the Punto as well before we get going back home. So yeah, overall, a car I really do like. I can't find any faults with the drive this one, apart from the engine warning light. I've ordered one of the little mirror covers, as that was missing. Seems quite common because they're very popular on eBay. It cost me about £7, £6, something like that posted. We'll be popping that on later. One thing I like to do as well, fresh set of number plates. Good polish, fresh set of number plates, all these black plastics, vinyled and so on. They just look a bit faded, a bit unloved, so we'll be getting a fresh set of them. That looks like it may have been replaced actually at some point. Got a little sticker on it there. Interesting. Well, the bumper's definitely not been replaced recently, hence why it's so faded. But yeah guys, let me know in the comments, do you agree with what I'm saying? Would you consider a Punto if you were looking for a small... Oh, it's had a caliper as well there, very nice. Would you consider a Punto if you were looking for a small car? If not, why not? Anyone that actually owned one of these, had some experience with these? I haven't personally owned one, I've not had no need for a small little super mini like this. But, if I did, I think this is one I'd be considering. I mean, just come across an absolute bargain, to be honest with you. Anyway, look forward to catching up shortly guys. I'll hopefully have another video shortly. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm now over 300 subscribers. My personal target, I want 500 by the 31st of December. I'd really appreciate if you guys can help me with that. I know that you probably have friends that watch similar things. Obviously I'm good pals with Anthony from Budget Bangers. I think he's getting really close to 1,000 now, so I'll include the link to his channel in the description. Please like and subscribe to his if you haven't already. But if you've got any friends that like watching the same type of thing, let them know. If you're enjoying the channel, hopefully they will too. Anyway, we'll have another video out shortly. Not exactly sure what we're going to do yet. Probably the next thing we buy. Might do a bit of a update one as well. Got a few cars up for sale at the moment. Got a little Polo that I've had for 6 months. But anyway, I'll catch up shortly guys. Hope you've enjoyed this short video. I always like to try and include something a bit different, hence why we've got the scenery. We're going to try a different place in the local area on a few of these videos. But yeah, Walworth Castle, lovely place, and there's a nice ice cream parlour down the road. Maybe not today, as it's absolutely Baltic. Take care guys, have a good Sunday, bye bye.